Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. So much to talk about. The NBA playoffs is really on fire right now. The first round was kind of a snore to me, to be honest, because a lot of sweeps and gentlemen sweeps, all the old men were getting out the way. But right now, the new people are here, and it's time to get lit. But first off, before anything, make sure to like this video for more podcasts and for us to follow the whole NBA playoffs and everything like that. I'm gonna hop right into what happened last Friday. I think it's important to do this because look, Kendrick and Drake got lit last Friday, right? It was very lit. That overshadowed the Clippers significantly. They said on Twitter they need to retire Steve Ballmer, need to retire Drake and Kendrick's jersey because the twofer James Harden and Paul George terrible performance got completely overshadowed by one of the most historical nights in the history of hip hop. But I'm gonna tell you, I didn't forget though. See, I don't forget these things. Jungle Jams, what's up, my man? Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, and Lewis, obviously you're a part of this, right? Lewis, you beat these guys, right? James Harden in the playoffs in Game 6. I told them game sixes. What I told you, boy, them game
Man,
sixes.
them sevens, yeah, he's a walking, but hey, he's a oh my god, he's a walking idiom, a walking catchphrase. What's the sayings? He's a walking cliche. Literally, what goes up must go down. It's James Harden, Game 6, Game 7s, bro, for sure.
Bro. I mean, bro, my man, I like on time. Was it 5 for 13, 2 for 14? Like his 5 2-fers and 4-fers in those games, bro. Those be on time. I know every time they play. I'm gonna tell you what happens next year, right? James Harden gonna be in the playoffs. He gonna be on a team trying to get a championship. He gonna be Game 6. They're gonna be tied 2-2. Gonna be Game 6, and he gonna play like absolute shit. I'm gonna tell you, it's the same thing happens every time. I don't know what is wrong with James Harden. Is he self-aware of this? Do you think he knows this? Like, do you think he knows that he does this to himself?
I have no words, honestly. I really.
We have
self-aware.
We got like a 8-9 year sample of him doing this at various points. He had that one good game, but then, we're not surprised.
But it's crazy though. Ain't that crazy?
Yes.
Like the playoff sign happens. They put the playoff sign on the court, and his powers drain like it's Space Jam. I don't understand. I mean, look, this one I turned off the game. It was him. I think on Kyrie, or Kyrie was on him, and he got past Kyrie, and he was going. It's like, oh, just get a floater. Like there was no one guarding it. There was no one trying to block him or nothing. Just easy floater. Okay. Like I feel like we can even make the shot. Like there's no one trying to contest that. I think we could at that point where he was at, he could make it. And it went donk and out. And I was like, oh, I said I can't do this. I'm sorry. I already know how the script goes. I can't watch this. I can't do this. Yo,
I would say he needs to stop chasing rings. I think it's time to stop. He needs to just chase the bag because at this point, it's not working. It's done. And you were the number 3. You did come into the series. Y'all did not expect to be last. Having to move into the number 2. What do you know? Fuck that. You expected it. You playing with Kawhi, so everything that happened, this should have been the last straw.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, bro. Paul George, boy, I mean, there's no chance. You can't think to yourself, man. Like, I know John, you're gonna hop on soon. He was like, I don't know if he was trolling. He said Game 6, he got confidence in them in Game 6. But I've seen the sample size is extreme. It is a decade of just ridiculously bad plot. Paul George and James Harden and Russell Westbrook in any late game series, bro. I don't care if they facing G Leaguers. Boy, I'm sorry, boy. Them boys, they go mess it up, bro. I know this is not gonna work, bro. Oh my gosh. Hey, so what do the Clippers should do, man? What should the Clippers do, bro? Paul George said he may lead though. Paul George may lead.
Oh, he's definitely leading. Why would you stay? Why would you stay? The whole
he says, "Oh boy, I wasn't trolling."
The whole reason why you came over here is to follow Kawhi, and Kawhi has not been healthy
let you down
all the time. He's let you down every year. And like I told y'all, how aging works and the math ain't mathing. Like The older he get, he's not going to get more healthier. I don't know why y'all expect that. Like, yeah, and Kawhi needs to just give it up.
He need to retire.
He needs to
retire.
give it up. Yeah.
Be done with the sport. You need to be able to walk with your kids one day. Like when they 20, 15, 16, like when walk your daughter down the aisle, I don't want him limping because his knee.
You don't want to see him.
No, I can't.
There's no cartilage. There's no cartilage in your knee, bro. Like you got a lot of money. He got 2 rings. Like I said, he got nerfed. Kawhi Leonard definitely could have been the best player in this league. He got that Michael Jordan he had them big hands. He got that athleticism. He got that defense. Like bro, he had mid-range jumper, 3-point. He had it all. But he had but they nerfed him. But he had bad knees. You got to get nerfed. He can't be a main character. He had main character talent. But when the injury came in, the injury's coming and it's gone, and that's tough. But he need to retire. Paul George, where should Paul George go? What team should he go to?
Let's see.
Oh man,
Philly's been out there.
What's the
Philly
team?
not that
Yeah,
option.
I heard Philly.
I mean,
They have
because the Clippers, he wants a max, and he's not a max player at this point.
Either.
Very good player, but not.
But that's what he wants.
He's a number 2. Really number 3.
I mean, he's a 3 at this
Yeah.
point. We have
He's
the
a
whole
3.
point was Kawhi, Paul George, Kawhi 1, Paul George 2, and we see we see how that's gone, and it's like, well, really number 2 is James Harden even enough? Like the guys who we thought were number 2s aren't really like they're aging into 3s.
Like there's a gap. There's some very good number 2s in this league, but there's a significant gap. Like, who's the best number 2s? Like, we got
Paul George. No, let's not do that. We don't want. Don't let that. Don't put that on that team. Boy, we trying to get the plot up. We're not trying to do that. You said who's the best number 2 in the league? That's what you asked.
We got Jaylen Brown. We got Kyrie. We got.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray
might be. I
he's
think
kind of
Jamal
getting
Murray.
a little.
Yeah,
he getting clamped to him.
He's getting sussed out right now.
No, but he got an injury. He got an injury, and he facing Jaden McDaniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So there was no way he was going to do anything in the series. I'm not going to lie to you. He'll get clamped.
We got Cat.
Now, this is his first year for me being like a number 2 that I can rely on. So I'm not going to even.
He's
up and coming
position right there.
That's a good question, though. Best number 2.
Yeah, we got to update. We honestly, this whole playoff has shown we really need to kind of like just update our titles on stuff because like the old guys are aging out. Like, like who is the best? Like, who is like the best number 2? Who's the best 2-way player in the game? Like, who's the best overall? Who's like the best perimeter defender? Best because like I said,
McDaniels,
KD, Steph. Like, it's
They're 1 foot out the door.
But look, the beautiful thing is, though, in this postseason, everybody young, right? At this point, everybody's young. You got all the old heads out. So now we get to see who wants the throne, right? We get to see, like, who's the best player in the NBA, who's the future main character of the NBA, who's the second, who's the best number 2, like you said, best 2-way player. Like, all these things, we can actually come out and see that. Because people like Jason Tatum, he's been trying to get the crown for so long. He's been trying to get, but, a lot of his plot has been getting in his way. Anthony Edwards, he an up and comer, right? We got a couple people out here that definitely trying to make their name known. So I'm happy to see the old heads gone because the teams like the Lakers and the Suns, all them teams, they need to be gone because they were just annoying, always had problems. Get them boys out of my way. This new era, the Clippers, they old, get them out of my way. Like all these, they all get them out. They not it. Kawhi Leonard retired. James Harden, I don't know what James Harden do. Just stop trying, bro. Stop trying, bro.
Stop trying. Just stop.
I'm tired.
Of talking about you.
I'm tired of this, bro.
His best shot. It's so
you,
unfortunate.
I'm
Like,
tired of
his best
shitting on
shot
you, bro.
in 21.
He making it seem like the Houston
was.
version of himself is so far away. I'm tired of shitting on you. Stop trying to chase a ring. It is done. Accept your fate.
His plot.
Accept your fate, bro. I'm not even gonna hold. It is so ridiculous, bro.
I'm tired of talking. I am, bro. Every time it's like clockwork. Game 1, dang, James. Is he Houston James Harden now? Look at himself.
James every time.
And then we get to game 5 and 6, bro. Like he gets his 2 firsts out, and I'm like, oh man. And Russell Westbrook, I'm gonna say, one of the most inefficient players that has ever walked the earth. I'm gonna tell you. And in this version of him, that's one of the worst players I've ever seen.
You don't understand.
He was on the court with Mason Plumlee at the same time. Like
You don't understand the joy I had when I saw him with the ball in his hands, and when he shot the ball, the joy as an opposing team. Because every shot he took, I knew it was a brick. I knew it was a brick. It didn't even look close. Look, oh my god, the joy of watching him. But yeah.
I don't know if he's self-aware, man. I don't think they all have to be Russell Westbrook not self-aware on his inefficiencies throughout his life. James Harden, I don't know if he's self-aware. Just when the playoff logo come in, his powers get drained. I don't know. I mean, Kawhi, he got to be self-aware on his knees. He feels the pain every day. Paul George, he won a max contract, and the way he be playing with the max, these people
seen his shit twice in the series.
That's the problem with these NBA players. To me, it don't feel like they self-aware on their stuff. It's like.
At all.
They not bro, do you understand why am I doing this for you when you do this? Do you understand? You should, I don't know. I'll tell you, LeBron James on the podcast with JJ Redick, one thing he did say is difference between great teams, good teams, bad teams. Great teams, they don't waste possessions in terms of everything that everybody on the court they roll, they know they roll, and there's no you're not giving the ball to someone who is not supposed to be doing what that function. Everyone is doing something that's cohesive. That's why the Nuggets are so great. When I look at the Clippers, it's Russell Westbrook's shooting is already an indictment. That's just not that's not correct. That is why you're not a great team. And there's a lot of other functions there, but they're just to me, they're just like the Clippers. Clippers, just like the Suns, just like they have the same boring plot. Now we got to get the coaches the scapegoat because these old stars, they play this ISO ball. It's not cohesive. Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Let me see some team basketball, some Timberwolves defense, some Nuggets offense. The Knicks, the freaking power friendship Knicks, the Villanova 3, the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? I want to see team basketball. I don't want to see that old man crap where they got to fire the coach every second because they don't know what they're doing.
You know what they all have in common? Super teams. They're dead. The super team era is dead. Blow it up. Get you a bench. Get you some nice guys that can come in and complement your two. You need just 2 stars, a tier 1 and a tier 2 or 3 star, and then a bunch of role players. Some solid role players. You'll be just fine. So stop trading for Bradley Beal when he has a $50 million contract. Stupid.
Asinine.
Stupid.
With
stupid
no
when you did it. Stupid when you did it, and stupid now. You dummies at the front. Why would you do that? Who's playing the point guard? Bradley Beal?
He's not a point guard.
When did we see him do that? The fuck, just shit like that.
I mean, a perfect example of this hopefully new era is the Heat from last year. I mean, we saw them in the playoffs. All these no-name players, cooking all these teams, got to the finals, and then it kind of fell apart, but still,
yeah. But that's great coaching.
They still made it, yeah.
Great coaching, that's great organizational stability. It's all up top. Like I said, I don't even really have. I have beef with organizations now more so than players.
Yes.
What is the general the president of basketball operation? What are you thinking? What is the theory of the lineup on the court?
Their front office plot, man. Their front office plot.
Well, a front office that we got a shout out who had bad front office plot and now has pretty good front office plot is the New York Knicks. The Knicks had some of the worst front office plot in the last 20 years that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, all the hirings, the Phil Jackson, Isaiah Thomas, all the people that the GMs and execs they had just destroying that team consistently. But their front office now has cooked. They got Jalen Brunson from the Mavericks. And now it wasn't legal how they did it. No. But they got him. And they are happy. They do that twice, 3 times. I don't care if they go to jail for it. They will do that every single time. Jalen Brunson is not a superstar player, but I wouldn't know by the way he played in the postseason.
Right.
I would say Jalen Brunson in this postseason, and I remember I said that I had the hot take Jalen Brunson is this year better than Kyrie. And then I got jumped on. I feel it. I threw it out, right? And the first 2 games he was letting me down. But I was like, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to stay right where I'm sitting. And ever since then, 40, Knicks record 47, right? 40. The only reason he didn't get 40 yesterday is because he got injured, but he came back and the whole game switched. The whole game flipped when he came back. So Jalen Brunson, hey, that's a great draft pick by y'all because I think y'all draft him and Luke in the same draft.
Yeah, same draft.
Yo, that I don't even. Here's okay. Let me ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question. Now, all the point guards in the NBA, we know like number one, we say Luka's the best point guard. Steph Curry probably number two, right? After that, is there a case for Jalen Brunson to be just easily a third best point guard in the NBA?
We can't jump too soon. We can't jump.
No,
we still got Ja.
else?
We still got Ja. We can't jump. So I know he's not
okay.
playing, but
okay.
recency bias. We can't just yet. Not just yet. Sir De'Aaron Fox. I mean, he's still in the conversation.
I'll take a Brunson Fox, bro.
Point guard is probably the most talented position in the league.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
for sure. But I mean, like, I don't know a lot of look. Jalen Brunson 40 straight. And if you look at the teams that in the East, like who had the hardest matchup in the round one the Celtics, right? They faced the Heat without Jimmy. It wasn't the Pacers. They faced the Bucks without Giannis and Damian Lillard. And like Magic, Cavs, like, you know what I'm saying? Facing the MVP coming back, the guy who's last year's MVP coming here, even though his eye all messed up, he still could drop 50 on you. And facing Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, that's the hardest matchup out of all the teams. That's a good number two, right? That was the hardest matchup, and he dropping 40 on him. Like, he doing his thing. Like, that wasn't easy to get out of that series. It was not easy. He leads the playoffs in clutch points. So these games aren't just like blowouts. He's coming, and obviously shout out to Dante DiVincenzo, shout out to Josh Hart. He like freaking Dennis Rodman they say they'd be like he's the LeBron James of, I forgot who else. He's like the best of that era, of that mold. I don't know, but Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, those guys are balling. But bro, Jalen Brunson, to me, he better than what Carmelo Anthony was for the Knicks. I'm not saying he's a better player than Carmelo Anthony, but he's better for what the Knicks than Carmelo ever was.
Yeah.
Because bro, he got more points, playoff points than Carmelo already for the Knicks. Like that's crazy, right?
And he's doing it like he's the main engine. Like literally, he is the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's running everything. Like with Julius Randle being out of the picture, like it's just Jalen here, and he is. I mean, so far he is taking them there.
The W Glaze, I'm dead.
So no, I appreciate it. But go ahead, Lewis.
So you're asking, is he a superstar or?
He not. I don't think. I did post I put a short out, and people in the short were like, he is a superstar. I'm like, no. There's levels. There's a push you gotta take. Like Jason Tatum been in that same level for like the last 5 years. Like it's just like he's tapping, but he's not.
And he's falling. He's falling.
Yeah, he's not breaking.
Like I said, like I was trying to.
I don't think he's gonna be top 5. Like, I think he's firmly in the 60 range, which is like really, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I've been seeing this, firsthand.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I knew it wasn't gonna happen. It happened with us in the playoffs the year we went to the conference finals. Like him blossoming, he was just a good, solid player all year. I knew we weren't gonna be able to keep him. I loved his play style. He's like a guard, but he'll get in that post area and work that footwork on you, man, real quick. He got a good jumper. He can play make. Yeah. He ain't gonna be I don't think he's gonna be a superstar.
It'll be take a lot.
It's gonna take a lot. One, he's too small.
Push.
He's too small. Believe it or not, your height really does dictate if you could be a superstar or not.
But there are superstars like AI.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it's rare, but like it
happens.
Yeah, but they did a lot more than Jalen Brunson. Believe it or not, even 40 isn't enough. It's just like the efficiency. The way they play is different than Jalen Brunson. He plays like he clearly needs another guy you know what I'm saying? Like to get him over to get him at his peak, I would say, to see the best version of him. What he's doing right now, I love all this heavy lifting. I hate how the Knicks are doing it. Like they're playing their guys pretty much the entire playoffs. Like Josh Hart only sat down in these playoff games a total of 15 minutes.
That's Tibbs. That's Tibbs, boy. Tibbs will grind you out. You play like I know.
Fucking OG.
The OG? Like,
OG with the hamstring. I'm resting OG. I'm resting OG for the next 2 games though. You don't need he wouldn't come to Indiana. Like if we get back 2-2, I think we got home court still. You did your job. I'm resting OG for.
You can beat this. You can beat Indiana. No offense to Indiana. You can beat them without. Like you can just play the way you play without, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but
I need them to win though. I need Knicks Celtics because Knicks versus Celtics in the conference finals. That is a movie.
yeah.
That
Those two
is
Jesus.
All time
man.
memes coming from that. All time eyes gonna be on the game. Jason Tatum's gonna be up under a microscope.
In Madison Square Garden, Jason Tatum in Madison Square Garden in the conference finals, bro. I mean, man, that is a freaking movie. I told Maurice, bro, the Knicks need to be good, bro. You have the Mecca. They literally call your place the Mecca. That is the most famous big-time arena we have in the sport. And y'all are not playing big-time games in it. Y'all just having 10, 15, 20 wins every year with this amazingly great stadium, right? So them being in the playoffs, you see what happened when they just get Julius Randle. You know, a couple years ago they got Julius Randle. They in the playoffs, they getting all lit, but you know they're not gonna really do much. But now you have a team that could actually make the Eastern Conference Finals. You are one team away from the finals. Like they have 6 wins. You're halfway to a championship. Or not way, but you're on your way to. Obviously, you're not gonna win. I know the Knicks gonna lose to the Celtics. There is no way.
I mean, there is a world. I'm not gonna lie. There
is a reality. There is a Jason Tatum bad plot.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about if they want stories. If the Knicks can beat, if Jason Tatum has a stinker of a playoff versus the Knicks, because they have the defense and Jalen Brunson.
Any OG though. Any OG.
Yeah, they do OG, but and like the Celtics maybe without KP too. So like, there's there is a chance.
Yeah.
If Jason Tatum loses, bro, that his plot, he in the bad plot club. I ain't gonna lie to you. That there is a reality where he joins the bad plot club. But if New York, and this is all like very unlikely, because Derek White low key doing a lot of heavy lifting anyways. Yeah. But if the Knicks make the NBA final,
that's crazy.
That city go burn to the ground. They get lit when they just make the playoffs. They stomp on cars, go on top of light poles. They do everything illegal possible when they just make the playoffs. If they are in the National Basketball Association finals and they got to play the Timberwolves or they got to play they got to play bro, the Knicks are going to lose their mind. And I'm here for it, bro. Maurice, you got plot. If he do that, he got plot for the first time in his life, and I know it feels good too. Plot is a beautiful thing, bro. Oh man. So I mean, but y'all are realistically picking the Knicks to their fun run to die against the Celtics, right? Like,
yeah. If we're being real, but
I mean, the Celtics should be in the finals. I literally look at the arena and I say that needs to be in the finals. Like, it just looks right for that stage. Like, you did do it last year.
If they don't
win,
get there. It's a failure. Like we will be like that.
They better
they better win.
But they don't because like they're not really getting tested. Like they're not really getting tested right now. So it's like the Knicks might give them a game or two, but nah, they get into finals. So
they can muddy it up.
Yeah, they can definitely do that. But like I'm just going up against like this version of Minnesota or OKC or Denver. That's gonna be. I think that's.
Minnesota can make it to the finals.
Man, Minnesota, I want to see. I want to see that.
I'm all in on.
First of all,
I want to see that.
He'd be the youngest player ever to take his team to the finals. I think, right? And
is he?
Defense,
or is it?
Yeah.
Is it Katie? It's not Katie. I feel like Katie probably. I feel like the same age or so.
Nah,
maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's like 23, 24. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Katie.
Okay. He's like 23, 24.
If the Timberwolves face the Celtics, I honestly do not know who's going to win that series.
Hey, look, I tell you, the video I did the snippet. I put a little snippet for the Tatum versus Anthony Edwards, and that got a lot of views. Good amount, like people. That is a conversation, and we'll revisit that. We definitely revisit that. Austin, what you about to say?
Oh no, I was just saying, like you're just saying.
That's fine. That we will revisit that. I did want to do one versus. There's also a versus I gotta do, and this is for the MVP. The MVP was just announced. And it was Nikola Jokic for the third time. And, funny enough, I know y'all saw this, Shaq. And Shaq just genuinely hates other big men. It's the most hilarious thing. And he said to that man face too, like, hey, with all due respect, I love you, Jokic, but I think Shaq should have won the MVP. I was like, yeah, I feel it, bro. Say it to his face. That man, Shaq, if you a center, bro, I'm telling you, he is not your friend. Because I know in his heart, he like, this boy got 3 MVPs, and I got 1. And it wasn't even unanimous because somebody voted for AI. So I know I know he feels the type of way about that. Who is y'all's MVP first? And Lewis, I know you probably gonna say, but regardless, who's y'all's MVP, bro? Y'all agree with
if it was anybody? Yeah, if it was anybody, Lucas should have lost. So I thought it should have been Jokic. I don't think Shea should have won MVP. I don't think this was a year. And the cases for Luka and Jokic, they were just as or even greater, in my opinion, because of what they faced this season. Especially Luka having like the injuries he went through and willing his team from the 9th seed all the way up to the 4th seed? Oh wait, no, not the 5th seed. And then with Jokic, he was the engine of that offense. Like, and as you can see, going, you know what I'm saying, right now. But I mean, shout out to Shea. Shout out to him. But as far as making the team around him better, I think it's just a testament on how good like the team around Shea is right now. How young and how good they are. It's not like Chet's impact is not, directly correlated to Shea, but Jamal's impact is directly correlated to Jokic. That makes sense.
Yeah, I hear that. Are y'all also agreeing? Do y'all think Jokic should have won? I mean, for me, Shea, I feel like if Shea was in a bigger market, like if he was in New York, he probably 1 seed, youngest number 1 seed of all time, 30 a game, like that has number 1 seed type beat to it, but it just wasn't loud enough. Like I feel like it just needs to be louder, right?
No,
like,
it was loud. It was just like the two other people were also having historic seasons though. That's the only thing. Like that was the big thing. Jokic,
but it feels weird to give it to Shea. But it feels weird too. Yeah. Like it don't feel right to give it to Shea. He's just not the.
They don't ever give it to the dude in their first year being in the ballot, right? Like, this is your first year in the ballot. Do they give it to you? Being in the top?
Maybe they did Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry was more. You got a bigger market.
And the exception.
Yeah, like because Steph wasn't in no top 5 MVP.
Probably Wemby gonna get it. Wemby gonna get it. His name gonna be in it like the first time he gonna get it. Watch. Because he already has
what y'all think about like the jealousy of Shaq though? Because I know Shaq, he goes at every he went at Dwight Howard, Rudy Gobert, went at every big man possible. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think that's just like that justified, or do you think like this old man is like crying too much?
He also compared Wemby to Bol.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Bol.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon Sharp said it best though.
Yeah, I think it's Shaq just realizing he's getting like passed like all the time. Like there are dudes coming along now like a Jokic and stuff, and it's just like they're kind of like coming for his all-time spot. So it's just like Shaq still, Shaq was great, but like the guys we got coming up now, and it's just when you look at how long like Shaq really had his dominant body of work was great, but it just wasn't as long. And it's like we got dudes now that are continuing to this rack up. So yeah, I take him. Like he's just like Jokic is going to pass him.
No, for real.
Even if he gets swept.
Yeah, he's pretty much already. He has a ring.
I ain't gonna lie. Shaq has led the league history in sweeps. I ain't gonna lie to you. He has the most sweeps. I have 6 sweeps. That man sweep. So their Nuggets fans can have a counter if they have back and forth.
He's butthurt. He needs to get over it. Real talk, because he's getting mad at these bigs. He doesn't like Gobert. He don't think Gobert is good. Like
he said his barbecue chicken, boy. He said he
talking about his barbecue chicken. Like I don't think we. Yeah, you were dominant in your heyday, Shaq, and you only won one MVP, and I think that's very disappointing. And I think he understands it's disappointing. Because let's be honest, the reason why it didn't last as long is really his fault. Like, he wasn't as committed. They had to keep, come on, big fella, you gotta get better. Come on, and he thought his shit didn't stink, and he James Harden it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get paid the money, didn't get better, didn't come back to the season in shape or anything like that. Gained weight. As soon as he got traded, he gained weight, got hurt almost every other year. Whose fault is that? It's not my fault that these centers behind you is not athletic as you, but they got a handle. They got a whole different skill set, and they're actually working in the off season. That ain't my fault, my guy. Like you should have did that in the 2000s.
And the thing, he had the talent to be on that. That's why. But the 1 year he was really like committed, focused, in shape. The 99-2000 season is one of the greatest seasons in all of history. Literally has an argument for being the greatest season in the history of basketball. He was outstandingly dominant, and in the finals, averaged with 38 and 15, completely destroyed Indiana. But then, hey, a foot injury came in. He didn't want to, he wanted to rehab on company time rather than in the off season. He didn't want to work on certain parts of his game. And hey, Kobe was pissed on it, and that's why them boys had the little. Because Kobe got a mind, like he has a work ethic that's like unbelievable, not comprehensible to the human mind. And Shaq has more of the I'm extremely talented, but I don't want to do all of that. And they both alphas, that's gonna butt heads. Because Shaq and Kobe should have won every chance. I don't even care about the Spurs. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mauricio. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And Tim Duncan, the Spurs they took one. The Spurs did take one in 03. And you can have that one, but every other one should have been Shaq and Kobe. Kobe Bryant and a Shaq, the 99-2000 Shaq, if you just, like that version, but he tried to stay in shape so he could be like that every year, is unstoppable to the human mind. It's just no stopping that. But he the reason why. Tim Duncan got MVPs over you. I mean, Tim Duncan great, but Shaq, bro, you.
Nah, I put all the time. I put Tim Duncan over Shaq. 100% because he won. Hey. Like, Shout out! He got the defensive. He got the defensive MVPs. Like his body of work. Like it's like
it's better.
He's like if he's Shaq is the artist, the artist that can't put together like an album of the year. He the one who complained going to the Grammys and he got 2 singles. That went number 1. No, I want a full body of work, Shaq. You don't get mad when people behind you like put the emphasis on the body of work and you didn't. Like I don't know, understand why you ain't like the hate is bad.
But he shouldn't be hate like bro, like his peak is top 3 ever. Straight up. Just it's 3 years. But ain't nobody stopping those 3 years. Those 3 years literally changed the rule of basketball, right? So he shouldn't be jealous, but he's jealous. Jokic, I don't know if Jokic is gonna pass him up all the time. I think it takes that 3-year peak is pretty crazy. So Jokic need to get some rings. If Jokic get 3 rings,
2 more final MVPs, he'll pass him up. Really,
I'll give it to
2 more. Two more finals MVPs, he'll pass him up. For sure.
At that point, he might pass up everybody. I ain't gonna lie. If he get 2 finals, he might just pass up everybody.
or like, don't let him get another MVP. Like,
no, but like Jungle Jam said, is it bad luck because he gonna win MVP but not gonna win the chip? Would you rather have the MVP or the chip? So. And maybe it is bad luck.
How they had the
no, he didn't win MVP.
The MVP, like with him receiving the MVP, it's like right in the middle of like, nigga, you down 0-2, bro. Like
they did that though. No, but I'm fine with that. They used to do that, and then they stopped because they had that award show. Hated the award show. But what I loved was game 2s, and usually game 2 in the semis, or the conference finals. They would have the MVP out there. And then the commissioner gives you the award. You hold it up in front of your fans. This was going to happen in Game 3, I believe. No, well, or maybe I don't know if they even get to Game 3. Maybe they don't even get that because they might get swept. But if they get to Game 5 and then they back in Denver, then they'll probably have that type of ceremony. And I like that because that's just more epic. When they had the little award show and James Harden, he went in and he had that weird suit on. He had that terrible speech. And I was like, bro, I wanted him in front of the Houston crowd holding up in the conference finals about to face the Warriors. I think that would have just made us. Dang, somebody can. Somebody, what happens? We need to go to you. But I wanted that though. So that's. But hey, if they get swept, then I don't know. Because I know Dirk. Remember Dirk? He lost in that first round, so he wasn't able to do it in the. He wasn't able to have that ceremony. He had to do it on a press conference. You know what I'm saying? So
that's kind of. I don't know. I would prefer to do it after. It just don't make sense to have it like in the middle of the playoffs.
I don't know. I feel like
I think the beginning of playoffs, like just right when we start.
They can do that.
I don't really like how in basketball they care about the record either. That's to me. That's just
talking to the MVP.
1 seed to 4 seed or 1 seed to 5 seed and stuff like that. Like, because that was Shaq's main point. I think it was Shaq or somebody. They were mentioning how he's the 1 seed and all of that. To me,
bro.
it don't really matter.
I'm sorry, Shaq, Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith. Excuse my French. They all can shut the fuck up because they're the whole reason why the MVP is the way it is. They were hesitant to give Jokic the MVP because they didn't give somebody back in the day the MVP under these same rules. It's like it's y'all fault. Y'all changed the stipulations because y'all. I don't know who in the world thought that the people who should be voting for the MVP is the writers. Like they ain't pushing an agenda. Like they ain't biased. Like this is crazy. To me,
I think a big key.
What's the split?
There's no. I think it's just all writers,
all
but they
writers?
should have.
All
They
writers.
should have. They used to have all NBA players do it. I think it should be like. I think you about to say 50-50 NBA players and writers, so it can have. Or even I would add coaches into that too, because maybe NBA players can obviously just be biased, but I think
unbiased players though.
Yeah, because they're on your team. They going.
He's a pretty good. Like he'll be a good candidate to vote. I'm not picking like
He not gonna vote
LeBron or Chris Paul. Well, maybe Chris Paul will be a good person too. I need players who really like. I don't think Jokic care that much. All right, when
you see his reaction to it.
Agenda.
You see his reaction when he won it. He said, "Yeah." His reaction like, "Yeah."
I know they all hate it. I know they hated that.
3 MVPs, like that's cool. They collecting dust. I think he said he lost one of his MVPs. That offended me too. But I was like, bro, like what you doing, bro? I said, bro, Kevin Durant had a whole memorable speech. Mama, you the real MVP, crying and everything. That's timely, bro. That's great. That's timeless. And then this man losing MVP awards, bro. Like, what we talking about, bro? Like,
bro,
The NBA fell off.
Because I mean, where he come from, they get trophies, bro. It's just like a participation trophy you get at the banquet from school. So like, he probably using it to hold up, the horse food, hold up the hay or something. Like I know it. I know he got his trophies at the house doing something.
That Finals MVP, bro. Where is that at, bro? That thing is lost. He probably sold that, bro. So he can get some more horses.
Pawned off. Pawned off for some horse feed.
Oh, you want this? All right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, he gave to his brothers. All of them. They got one at their house.
And don't mess with them brothers, boys. But that's
why.
Somebody on Twitter was like, bro, we need Anthony Edwards to get on this, bro, because this man losing MVPs and everything, bro. Like we need Anthony Edwards to get on this. We gonna speak on Anthony. We gonna keep it on Jokic. We gonna speak about Anthony Edwards as well in the Timberwolves. This Timberwolves defense is like comically great. Like it's the way they're hounding the Nuggets. I looked at the score, and that score you got to put that on like an 18+ site. That's crazy what they were doing to them boys. That is a crazy thing, and they banned that in Texas, right? But you gotta put that because, bro, that was ridiculous. Like, what was the halftime score? I think they had like 30-something points, 40 points at half. I'm like, bro, we in 2024, and y'all boys got this many points at half. It's a crazy, and your own house is a crazy sight. That freaking altitude wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't affecting nothing.
That's what I was saying. The first game, they looked tired. The Nuggets looked tired. I'm like, what's going on?
Because the Wolves being mountains. They don't
know. They scored 35 points in the first half. 35
points in the first half.
They had Murray mad. I was like, damn, he was really upset. I'm like,
you know why? They
was what you coming out on the court for, bro?
They should have got him out when
they was listening. They were listening to sports practice. We told them.
That's an easy out.
We told him what was the key.
Nah, I ain't gonna give you no tech. I ain't gonna do nothing. Just take this belt to ass.
McDaniels, bro, and McDaniels had that man in hell. That man, he coming out. Oh God!
You said to put a cat on Jokic. That's what they did too.
I put cat on. Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah. I told you.
And they did it all without
the
defensive player of the year.
I told you.
He always seemed
Mauricio gets a little nugget in there. He's a little nugget in there.
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
He did. He was. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And he didn't even play, and they still did it. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, damn near looks better without him. Hey.
I knew my candidate.
Yeah, your candidate when he stepped off the floor.
When he come back,
when Wemby stepped off the floor, the Spurs turned into the UCLA.
Bronny's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what them boys look like. The Timberwolves look doing that to them Nuggets. They look like UCLA, bro. Jokic, bro. I mean, that man Nasri blocked the man. But me and my girl watched it. It was just mind baffling that that this man getting blocked 2 times in a row, and then the third time heavy contest, on NBA 2K heavily contested. that thing already 100% smothered, boy. Like, I like, boy, this defense. And every time they always getting these steals, I'm like it was looking. And then they have the picture of Anthony Edwards in front of the crowd. All the white people looking at this man. I don't know what they thinking, but I don't know if they.
I saw that picture, bro. They're like, bro, if he don't get,
Yo, this Timberwolves team, man, they have a shot. If they beat the Nuggets like they beat them and they continue doing this, we put them on an all-time defense. We put them up there with the 04 Pistons and like like these super elite defensive teams because
the 80 Pistons, the bad boy Pistons too.
Yeah, and KD, you get a little,
Yeah, you get a little slack.
You get a little breather. Because he did better. He did better than what these.
He did cookie. Well, not because he did better, but this team was built like that. Because even when they was playing the Suns, it didn't like the way the game went. It wasn't like, I'm not gonna say it was a close game, but like it looked competitive. What I saw the last game, that was just. I was like, damn. Because every time the Nuggets get down, I still watch the games because they always come back. Like even when they down, it's competitive. When the Lakers go down, like by 20 points, it's over. I'm not watching the rest. Yeah, but the Nuggets it seems to always be competitive. So but this last game, I was like, damn, it's up for them because they weren't giving up anything. And
Jaden, we got Jaden McDaniels. They got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels, boy.
Yeah, so
that aged well. That's a great quote by Anthony Edwards, bro. That aged perfectly. We got Jaden McDaniels, and they do because that is hell. That man is yo. that man Murray throw the heat pack.
Great team defense.
He threw that heat pack on the court. They ain't suspend him too. They need Murray to be out there. They ain't suspend him.
Wait, when did he throw that? Because I ain't really watched the game that much.
It was game 2 early on, and they didn't stop the game.
Was he on the bench or like where did he get a heat pack from?
Yeah, he's on the bench.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench and threw it.
Yeah, he was on the bench and threw it. Somebody trip over that and then they ankle out.
Crazy.
So.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
don't let Kawhi step on it.
Kawhi step on his whole freaking leg falling off, boy. You don't let Kawhi step on his whole leg fall off. So
yeah, I don't like the Nuggets getting out of character like that. That's just crazy.
No, they don't look because they're the likable team. But then Mike Malone coming in, people getting in the coach face. I mean the referee face. And then
what he got mad for wasn't even like a legitimate reason. Like it was a foul. Like
maybe he was trying to rile up his team. Maybe he was trying to rile up his team. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to get his team lit.
No, I think he was talking about. No, he said I think he was saying because Ant went up for a layup and he went up hard. I don't know if he was saying Ant initiated the contact because old dude was on the ground almost got hurt. That contested it.
Yeah, but to me it was just like a regular. It wasn't enough to come on the court and like blow a gasket.
No damn body. That's the Nuggets' weakness. I told y'all, Christian Bond is not gonna do it.
They miss Bruce Brown and
Bruce Brown. That's what they missing.
Out in Indiana, got traded to Toronto. But they miss his.
Dang, they should just that's tough.
It's exactly what they miss.
And Jeff Green was good for them too last year, and he had limited minutes in the playoffs, but he definitely put a little spark on them. But without them, their bench shooting isn't that good. And without that bench, like if you ain't got no bench shooting, bro, and these people from hell, the defense from hell, Alexander Walker, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, these boys coming for your soul. Rudy Gobert didn't even play, and Nas Reed. Bro, and look, they got a good their team is really good. They got the sixth man of the year and the defense player of the year.
I said that. I said, bro, they got bench players for them too.
And the main character? And they got the bench. I don't know yet. I don't know.
And he really have a good game like that offensively.
But the only thing, look, be on the lookout. The Timberwolves' weakness is, and this is during the season, it happened a lot. They tend to go on these cold streaks, and when they do, it be for a long. I'm talking about 5 minutes with a basket.
But if they got elite defense, that's fine.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If the Nuggets can play
the game, I see what I saw.
If they can limit the turnovers, not turn the ball over and get them out on the break for easy buckets, and they just have to play half court basketball. And if they get in that cold streak, that's when they'll really lose. But yeah.
And Austin, you gonna say something?
Shit, I don't know what. Yeah, but it was kind of like this on that topic, like about the offense. Like as great as we all know, their defense is really good, but like the offense is why they've been like the level that Cat's been playing at, the level at Ant. Because like coming into the series, like I thought like, okay, you know, the Nuggets, they got KCP, they got Aaron Gordon, like they have some guys they can in theory throw at Anthony Edwards, and he is straight up like torture.
No, he be. I mean, my man, like when he dribble boy, he got the fadeaway.
Like Aaron Gordon doesn't have the lateral quickness, and KCP is too
small.
Yeah, like KCP is usually pretty good, but Anthony Edwards is ending on a different level right now, where it's like, oh, he's going into. We don't have a matchup for him, and it's like, oh,
and it's starting all from it's very reminiscent of the 90s. He started all his game from that mid range. That's where he killed him, and then once he hitting that, he's going. That's when he can get by you. He gonna dunk on you, and then he might pop out for a little cheat check three, and it's just It's
if this team was in New York or in LA, this would be the most watched team by far. And like this would, like we say, he is 100% the main character. Like I wouldn't even think twice about it. They gonna push this man to the finals. They gonna have these referees make sure this man get where he need to get to, like 1,000%. We in Minnesota, so in Minnesota, that's why I'm a little like, is he the main character? Like because we've been searching. I've been searching. These boys old. The main characters, LeBron and Curry, they old. We need a new one. It's about that time. Giannis was the main character in training. He failed me. That team ain't got it. Chris Middleton too old too.
Like him.
Giannis couldn't jump a wall. That's what it was. He can't jump a wall.
And then Luka, he also a main character in training. We'll see if he gets to that point. But Anthony Edwards, hey, right now to me the top two and like who can break to superstar and be the main character, really, and moving Luka aside, it's that Jason Tatum versus Anthony Edwards. And if we can get a way to get to the NBA Finals and get these two boys faced off against each other, and I can fight, and only then can I figure out who we gonna call the main character. Only then. That's why I want that matchup. I'm here for that. I know y'all got like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, like y'all like I don't know about.
We have
that was before these two games. I kind of like that's kind of and you hold me on that clip because I said consistency, and then you just stopped right after that, and then somebody was like, Jason
"Oh, you read the comments?
Yeah.
That's funny. You read."
Forgot to add the second part of that, but I don't know. It kind of switched me because watching them last two games and like what they doing to the Nuggets, because I think highly of the Nuggets just because like what they did to the Lakers last year, what they did to the Lakers. I mean, they beat the Heat too, so it just seemed like they don't seem like a good team, but like they such a good team. So now that the Minnesota is doing them how they doing them, I don't know. I gotta catapult him up some. Maybe he is a superstar already.
I'm not getting into that yet. I need to see a little more, but this is enough. This is pushing me. Like I said, I'll tell you this: if the Timberwolves say they win, which is very likely, say the Thunder win as well. Sorry, lose, but say the Thunder get to the conference finals. That is going to be for the hoops culture. That's like outstanding. For just like the casual, ain't nobody gonna watch that at all.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be an ugly series. We haven't got to the Thunder and Magic, but the Thunder play an ugly version of basketball, and I really hate watching them. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. They foul bait like out the ass. It's crazy.
No, it's funny because they have his highlight. They have Shay's highlight tape. And they have LeBron the flash the Kanye song, and it just shoots free throws.
It's crazy. The foul baiting is crazy with the Thunder. It's like they'll get 100 points. 50 of it would be free throws. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, nah, that's kind of nasty. That ain't something I want to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I want to and this John, this is something I feel like might be interesting for you. No, we ain't getting Paul George. Paul George, I can't even talk about them boys. But I want to. They did, but Kendrick and Drake saved them boys. I swear. But the Miami Heat, Pat Riley been going like he been wilding, and it's like hilarious because he's wilding so much that I honestly thought it was like AI, but it's actually him, and then him talking about like I forgot he said Tyler Hero. I gotta find what he said about Tyler Hero.
He said,
look that up.
He said he breaks down every time in the moment. Like, you can't really take him seriously. Something like that on that lines.
Damn,
that's great. No, he cooked it, and then he cooked that man Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler said, "Man, if I was in the series, we would beat the Knicks or beat the Celtics, whatever." He's like, "Well, you're not in the series, so shut up. Like, shut your mouth. Like, you play, so shut your mouth." I say, "Well, he said he got the sniper shooting these boys. Like, get out my get out my team, bro."
Before we go any further, where was he at? Because it looked like it was a post game conference. It looked like he was in. Where was he at when he like made these comments? Like, why is he addressing the media? Like, your season is done. Like,
well,
he said, "I gotta get this. I had to get this off. I'm sorry."
Like Jerry Jones, like you, I'm calling the press conference to speak on what.
No,
like,
he the Jerry Jones I do want.
Yeah, but he the mob boss. But that man's the mob boss.
I'm just saying, like, why did he have this?
Well, because
he gotta get off his chest. I can't take this anymore. Jimmy talking too much. Talking too much.
Because Austin and Mauricio, they were right on the head with the the front office plot on how front offices like don't look in the mirror. This is why I admire the Heat, because he looks in the mirror and he understands. This man Jimmy Butler is asking for a max contract, and this boy barely been playing. Like he's asking for 50 M's. Tyler Hero wants some money. He's
missed 1 year.
Like, and he hasn't been healthy like any regular season. He always talks about, I'm gonna turn on in the playoffs.
Which
Get to the playoffs, you hurt.
I can't give a 35-year-old person though 50 million.
I ain't you 35. Like, I'm not gonna give you a
4 year. I'm not gonna do that to you.
No, 150 million. I'm gonna look in the mirror. We're gonna trade you, and we're gonna trade your co-star too, because we need to start over. It's not gonna work. And I love front offices with that mindset. The Warriors, the reason why this dynasty ended this early is because of they didn't have the balls to do this. When they had a number 1 pick while they were still good, like they were still at the top. They had and they drafted that bum. What was his name? The center,
James
Wiseman, and LaMelo Ball was sitting right there, really. And they hold on to Kaminga.
Did they win a chip after that?
They did, but those pieces, those draft pieces, the draft is where you build for the future. And when the mantle is supposed to be passed smoothly, you took Jordan Poole, Kaminga, and Wiseman. Those are not guys you're gonna pass the mantle to from Steph Curry, Klay Thompson to them. They're not good. They're barely like making a roster. So you made that decision. And you decided to hold on to this team, and now you're in limbo right now, which is the worst place in the NBA.
All I'm gonna say is take Jimmy Butler off that team and see what happened.
They got to the finals without him.
What was this?
Yeah, last year. Yep.
No, in the second round, Jimmy was injured, and what's my man Gabe Vincent was going off. The third round, Jimmy did play, and he played well in the first couple games, and then he completely vanished. But Caleb Martin said, "I am outstanding." So,
what happened this year without him?
With him,
the best team, lost the best team in the NBA.
They lost to the best team in the NBA.
They lost to the best team.
They got to the final
last year.
The best. They weren't the best team. Like they weren't. This is a different Celtics team.
Yeah, they got
completely different.
Drew Holiday and all them.
Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis,
goalpost.
Oh my God, he moved the goalpost when he didn't play all year.
Wasn't the best team last year? Wait, hold on. Did they beat the Bucks? I can't remember. Or was it the Celtics that beat the Bucks? Who beat the Bucks last year?
Yeah, that's good. That's funny.
Were the Bucks the best team?
No.
Yeah, they're the 1 seed. But Giannis did get hurt a couple games.
He got hurt.
They were the 1 seed. Jimmy Butler did play. Jimmy Butler is the reason they won that series, though. Like 1,000%. He averaged 36.
Oh yeah, the first
but after his team definitely was
stage left,
and that's fine though. I mean, that's fine that that's an Eric Spoelstra master class of coaching. That is fine that happened because they're the AC, so that's still great, and you're the star, so you're gonna get all the credit. Because Caleb Martin won that conference finals MVP. I'm not gonna lie to you, his shooting was outstanding. I've never seen it. That shooting's crazy. But they gave it to Jimmy because he's a star and he did wait against the Bucks, so they give it to him, and that's fine. But hey, I'm not giving no 35-year-old man no $50 million, and I'm not doing none of that, bro. I'm definitely like he's good, and he's overachieved. He's definitely an overachiever in the postseason, but at the end of the day, he still hasn't won. And like obviously that's great that he overachieves, but he still hasn't won anything for me. So I'm not going to give you $50 million for being 0-2 in the finals.
Kick rocks. Literally kick rocks. Because I'm going to give you the money. Guess what? You're going to get hurt again. You're going to miss 60 games. And you'll be like, we're waiting for play. How many times are you going to do the same? The Chicago Bulls are doing that right now.
Chicago Bulls plot terrible, boy. All of it was in the 90s.
They pay their players, and their players are injury prone, and they're bad. But like they're holding on to this too long. And guess what? They're in NBA. What is the purgatory? They're in purgatory. They're in purgatory, which is the worst place to be. They over here fighting for play-in spots, and they're too high to draft a good player. You know what I'm saying? When you win a play-in, you automatically got the 17th, 18th pick in the draft. You can't get a good player.
You ain't get no star, and you ain't get no star, boy.
Because
you're in middle rounds,
tank.
Unless you find like
that's why I try to
in the rough.
That's why you try to get a Giannis, right? Get you a 15th pick Giannis. That's not happening.
That ain't happening.
I tried taking. I was like, that's why when Harden left, and we had the Wow team. It was Wall, Oladipo, and Wood. I said, boy, get this team off my screen. But because they win like a couple games. Like, oh my gosh, are we gonna make the playoffs, guys? Bro, we're not winning anything. Trade all them away. Lose as many games as possible. They listened to me. They lost 20 straight. I say, lose. Keep going. Keep going. I need the pick. I need a high pick. So, y'all need that purgatory stuff. That's rough. Never want to be there. Don't want to be there, bro.
The good teams, the great franchises, never hang around there. Well, yeah. I remember the Dennis Smith Jr. day. Boy, I did not turn on the Mavs then.
Old Dirk and Dennis Smith. Yeah, both boys.
Dirk?
Hey,
I was so
purgatory was strong, boy.
We got that top pick traded. Then we made a trade with Atlanta. That's why you do that. You don't hang in purgatory though. The great teams don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going.
And then you got the frequent visitors, like the Pistons.
The Pistons. They're not even purgatory. That's just hell, boy. That's just hell. That's not even purgatory. That's just hell. But like teams that have
with Blake Griffin though.
Yeah.
Now if he didn't get hurt, they would have beat.
They got swept.
Blake Griffin's
the Bucks swept the boys.
The
Bucks swept them boys. I remember that too. I wanted Blake to get one game.
Oh, that's when his knee was busted up, right?
Yeah, he shot threes though.
He was in threes.
He was fading away
off the dribble too. He was doing point.
He was cooking.
He was post scoring Blake, man.
But he had got hurt. That's why they lost.
Yeah.
Had he not got hurt, they would have won.
They would have beat the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let that sit.
What year was that?
That's
the Bucks
prime
won
Giannis.
that year. They won the championship that year.
Didn't they win that year?
Nah, I don't think they won that.
No, they got smacked the next round.
I think they.
Toronto.
I think they lost in the conference finals. They lost. It was two rounds. They lost in the conference finals. I remember. They beat the Celtics.
Oh, you're right, because that's when they played the. Wait, so who Toronto played first?
They played a Magic.
Orlando
Magic.
Low-key.
Who was they star player?
There's a good little
and Vucevic.
Vucevic, yeah.
Back in 2019. Yeah, Vucevic.
Somebody else. It was a light-skinned dude.
Aaron Gordon?
Kind of look like
Aaron
Fred.
Gordon?
Kind of like Fred Van. Nah, let me look it up.
It was another.
That Orlando team is.
Was he the point guard?
Yeah, he's the point guard.
It's too late for DJ Augustine. I know. I'm blanking on that. He was a shooter.
Oh wait.
I think it was DJ Augustine.
DJ Augustine?
It was DJ Augustine.
Do he look like Fred Van
Let me see something. I
don't remember if he was balling like that, but it was a good.
Yeah, couple
good games.
It was a bucket.
Yeah.
Let me see something. I got. Do y'all see the score?
Score to what?
No.
There's a basketball game happening. Y'all see the score?
Yeah,
Cleveland. Oh yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Perfect transition to a new topic.
Oh my God!
What is this score? What is this score, boy?
I'm like, are they on the wrong side?
I mean, Cleveland not that bad,
No, but they not that good.
No, Jared Allen.
Dang, 30. This
Christian
third quarter
has a Cavs jersey back on, and he's on the floor, and he's man.
Oh yeah, that was a throwback. That's a good throwback.
Significant minutes.
That's a good throwback.
Out there rebounding and doing nothing else.
And we gonna skip one topic. We gonna get back to we gonna talk about this topic. But what's happening in this game is Jason Tatum. I told you, hey, look, the Knicks f around getting to this conference finals. I don't know, because they do this though. Like that's why I don't know if it's plot.
Yeah, this not concerning to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I know they're gonna win, but like if they want to win a championship, they can't be like.
You can't do this. You can't do this against.
Bro.
Yeah, you can't do this against good teams.
He be doing this all the time. He'll let Trae Young come cook him for 2 games, and then Trae Young pushes to 7, and then he want to drop 60. I'm the best. No, like bro, you ain't the best.
Texting Kobe.
Donovan Mitchell is a bucket though.
That should have been a 5-game series. It went 7.
Oh yeah.
They playing.
Mitchell's cooking them right now.
Yeah, he just.
How many points he got? Yeah, 22. That's good. Yeah. He
but it's
they added that too. That
in 22 though. You know,
it's the context behind it.
You got what?
I like how they did that though. They added 2 more. Like they do. You know, if you look at the Google updates when they look at like the score, they had the basketball. Boop. Let's see that +2. Boop. Cavs, boop. Blowing you out. Yo. Okay. So I think the Celtics gonna win this in 6. Oh, they did another boop. But the Celtics gonna win this in 6. But like, bro, you can't be playing with your food. And I want them to mess around with the Knicks, bro. I want them to play with their food because I need to see New York in the finals. I need to see that city burn down because that's gonna be lit. Yeah. So we had our discussion last week of Jason Tatum versus Anthony Edwards, and that was like a big time discussion. And yeah, Lewis, you had your take on Jason Tatum being overrated, and Austin, it seemed like you saying that he never gonna break through to that superstar route. You don't think he ever gonna be able to break through and become a? Then they added a 3. They cooking him now, but but you don't think they're gonna break through to that superstar level? You don't think that's gonna happen?
Well, when I say that, I think the time of him, like the upside of him being like the best player in the league one day, like no, that's not happening. It's not. No, Anthony, when you got Jokic and Ant-Man and all these other dudes, like he's not better than those guys. He's better than everybody else. Like I said, I think Tatum has cemented himself in the 6 to 10 range of just like really, really good, but not quite at that. We haven't seen him do it on the biggest stages yet. Now, granted, he could do it this year, but you know, niggas getting tired of waiting. Like y'all got this stacked ass team. Y'all traded for Drew Holiday. Y'all traded for Porzingis. Y'all got this 5-out spacing, the driving kick machine. Like if you put any other guy in this Celtic system, bro, it's no excuse, bro. Yeah. No excuse. Like
this man happy too. This man Lewis happy.
That's literally what I was saying, bro.
The widest smile on his face.
He's been watching Tatum since he was 19, and it's like, bro,
he's still 19.
Yeah, but, like, come on, bro.
First, like, let's, bro. I do. You know how I judge players. I judge quarterbacks the same exact way. I value what you can do without, not what you can do without. That's what's gonna show you like what type of player you truly are for sure. Let's keep in mind Tatum does not have the typical rookie route. He came to a great team. He was drafted by a great franchise. I mean, it's not
Brooklyn Nets trade.
Yeah, I mean the Brooklyn Nets were idiots, but it's not his fault. But like all these other players were traded. You like how we were just saying, you tank for the good players. The tanking, you're coming into a bad situation, and if you can, succeed within that, like how I'm going to look at when I compare you to them, you having great team year after year after year after year, stacked team year after year after year. You came in with a legitimate co-star. I mean, they weren't legitimate, but he was respectable, and you had this year after year, and everyone else have like literally garbage. Plastic bags, and they're still getting to the conference finals. And no, I'm not going to use that winning bias argument. What can you do? Because, like, I would hate to see you without this. If you can't do it with it, I would hate to see you without it.
Yeah, that's, I'm gonna do that. I want to log into Twitter and see what they're saying, bro. I know these Jason Tatum dance memes.
Oh my god!
And I need to like.
It is.
They did one for Miles Turner, and we know the guy JP was like, yes sir, and had that man doing that little dance. But I Twitter, you can't be beat, bro. John, you said are you getting a different tune with Jason Tatum? Is that what you said?
Oh no, I'm not changing him. I'm just switching it up for Ant.
Oh, you're elevating.
I'm elevating it. I mean, one game is not concerning to me. Like I'm not gonna overreact. Like they won game 1. It's game 2, bro. Like, you know, if this was game 6, then maybe we could say something. But it's just game 2.
Is not this anger is not coming from just one game, John. This is a culmination of years of him fading away in the black, and Jaylen Brown. It's always somebody else has to step up, and he's not the one stepping up every year. Like every other star will be leading the series in points. Like it's crazy when we end the series and if they were to say who's the best player on the Celtics in that series and it's not your name, that's embarrassing. You want to be in this tier 1 superstar? Even on your even in Luka's worst, he was not good versus the Clippers, but he was still the best player on the Mavericks. Still dropping a 30.
You know what's funny? Jaylen Brown said, "We need that revenge for that game 7 in 2018. Like he playing, like this guy's still playing for them." And that's funny. I love it. I know it's still. I feel you, boy. I have a loss just like that, but that is great. Oh wait, Mauricio, did you send me some funny stuff?
Yeah.
You sent me. Oh yeah, we getting lit. Yeah, we getting lit. I gotta get lit here. Okay, let me share my screen with something else. I gotta get lit. I need to see my man dancing always and forever.
It's better if you look up instead of Cavs Celtics, just Jason Tatum.
It's a remix and I'm coming with that bow bow bow. Pretty bitch, I'm trying to hit her with that bow bow bow. Can't catch me slipping, I'ma up it when I bow bow bow. And bitches dance, I throw them bands and make them dance, nigga.
In the caption.
He's fucking right now.
It's a remix and I'm coming with.
Yo, bro. I need.
This ain't that been dancing. Did not play.
I feel like Jason Tatum might be. He might be the most memed player I've ever seen. I don't see no one else getting memed as consistently as Jason Tatum, bro. Oh yeah, my man right here. Like I don't see this level of memes. This man.
No, go down.
Hater report, yeah.
No, I need to go. Hater. I'm gonna press hater report.
Paul George is up there too now.
Jason Tatum, we need you. We're losing to the 4 seed at home.
See at home. That's. Let me see. Let me go to hater report. Hater report. I love hater report, bro. That man. You gotta get D'Angelo.
Too.
Harrison sighting.
He's catching strays. He ain't even here.
Jaylen Brown never beat allegations. Let's see that left hand. He gave that ball right to that man. That's crazy. He gave that ball right. He said, "Here you go, bro. You got it better than me."
He showed getting paid $300 million. Shout out to him. That's a bad.
Yeah, it's up for them. They better come out game 3.
That's why. Dunk contest.
That's why he couldn't dunk over Kai.
That's why I didn't want Jimmy Butler to play them.
Yeah, them boys look cooked right now, bro. I'm sorry. And yeah, D'Angelo Russell, I'm sorry, my man. Yeah, you catching.
D'Angelo, he need all the.
He pinned
that.
He
still needs strays to this day, because the way he played was.
It means I'm not showing up.
What time are you coming? What does that mean? It means I'm not showing up. That's tough. No, if somebody get these live.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jason.
Yeah. It's hard to be a superstar out here.
No, hey, I don't see nobody getting the amount. If Jason Tatum has a bad game, and it's the funniest too, because that man he be dancing, boy, and it's just like you can't beat them dances. And he know he be dancing too. He know what he like. He know he part of the meme, so you can't. Even be, he feeding him. He know as soon as he played back, he had when we had the Celtics jersey on too. I said, dang, he really know now. That man, he had the Jason Tatum jersey doing the dances. I know Tatum. I know he don't like that. I know he don't like that. What's the score now? Are we looking better? I mean, they can always make a run.
All right. Well,
no.
The reason why they're down 17, 7.
Oh, they get cooked.
3. Derek White
3?
for 8. It looks like they're having a cold shooting night. That's all it is. Nothing else.
Yeah, I mean they'll win the series. Like the Cavs making the conference finals is disgusting for all of humanity.
I mean, but we see this trend with Boston in the playoffs though. Like just when the threes aren't falling, it's like okay, what's the fallback?
Next game.
Like actually, it's not gonna hurt them right now, but in the conference finals, NBA finals. Like,
oh no, that's gonna destroy them. They can't do it against the. They can't do it against it. Yeah. And one thing else I wanted, and I skipped this topic to get to this topic because of just seeing the blowouts happening. But as you know, Frank Vogel just got fired. He got fired earlier today, and Darvin Ham got fired earlier this week. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: I cannot be no coach for no KD, and I cannot be no coach for no LeBron. I got 2 years. I got Airbnbs. I am not getting no house. I get an apartment. I am not, but no real estate. I am not buying nothing because I know I'm cooked. KD, look at KD's coaches. Like, you got Vogel for this year. Well, Monty Williams. How long you had Monty Williams? A couple months. How long you had Monty Williams?
Yeah,
like a couple months. He had what? Steve Nash.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? That 2 years with Steve Nash. Like, bro, the only time he had a coach that was like consistent is one of the top 15 coaches ever, Steve Kerr. After that, it's just fire. And then LeBron James, Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel again. Who's the coach for that? Was it Luke Walton? Nah, I couldn't be. Look, I couldn't be a part of this, bro. Who's the coach for these teams? Who could be the next coach for these teams? Like, why would I want to be a Lakers coach? Who? They say Ty Lue, and I'm always gonna bring Mark Jackson up. Mark Jackson never get no freaking. I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea either.
I don't want that. That's gonna be, and they say imagine having their podcast together and
he's gonna be like a Steve Nash type beat.
Bro, there's no coach that there's no coach that works with that, bro. There's no coach that works with those teams, bro. Those teams should just be different.
I mean, the Lakers were done because they're putting all this pressure on the first year coach. That's the one that's insane. But I mean, he was bad, and he was like doing some malpractice of playing guys just because he's friends with them and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, they put this. The problem is not within the coaching with these teams.
It's with the organization.
Yeah. I was about to say it goes back to the organization because I mean, obviously, sports, basketball, football, it's all a business, right? And you want your returns immediately, not immediately, but you got some leeway. So it's like when you take these type of jobs, especially with these type of teams, which are like they can either go really good or if it don't work out, it's gonna be really bad. It's just like it's a lot of pressure. And like you were saying, there's really very little job security with that. So who's going to really want to take these teams and go and try to rebuild maybe a different culture? It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. And it goes back to the organization. Like, if the owners don't want to be patient, then it's just never going to work out.
Those two teams have bleak futures. I did a tier list of like futures for all the eliminated teams. Those two teams have futures that don't make sense. Like the Suns don't have a pick till 2030, and they have no point guard. So that's terrible. And then Anthony Davis as their best player, but he's not really doing nothing with that. LeBron James almost 40, and they have a bunch of people who consistently they hyped up Austin Reeves because he had that series against Memphis, and he was lit against Memphis. After that, it's up and down. D'Angelo Russell, all these boys, like they don't have they don't have a young guy in the making that they can develop. That could be like, this is our guy. And they have old people and injured people, and they don't have a lot of capital, and they're not going to be a top. So they're not in purgatory, but they kind of in purgatory at the same time because they're not going to beat the Nuggets. They're not going to beat the Timberwolves. They're not going to beat the Thunder. They're not going to beat Dallas. They're not going to beat these teams. So you're going to be a first round, second round elimination every single time. So there's no future for you. Like, the tank going to be strong when you start to suck, and the Suns can't suck. Because what they going to do? Like, they have to trade their players. Like, KD, Booker, they got to get capital back. That's the only way to get anything back for them.
I mean, the only thing they can really trade to get some capital is Booker. I mean, KD ain't get you that.
Yeah, and like the Hall, you're not even going to – what they gave up for KD, they're not getting that back.
You might for Book. No, you might get close to that with Booker.
Maybe for Book,
but yeah, they're in purgatory. They're definitely close to hell because it's the West, and it's teams that's in like out the playoffs right now, and I'm automatically checking them back in next year, especially if they're going to be healthy. Like Memphis,
the Pelicans.
Sacramento.
No Zion Williamson wasn't healthy this playoff run.
We just like,
but he never going to be. I'm not going to ever count them. I'm sorry. I can't count the Pelicans. Like they not going like
he was
I can
healthy
see that
though.
clock.
I mean, he was
until when he needed to be.
I mean, he gave us 40 and then
he got 40 and
he
dropped out.
And
dipped. And he dipped.
If he's healthy in that OKC series, that like,
but he's not going to be.
Yeah,
I can already see that plot. I can tell you the Kings. That's a team that I'm like, okay, they got some. They can be back in the postseason picture. But the beautiful thing is, though, there are teams I get to eliminate because I obviously want to get in there. It's going to be hard, but I want to get in there. So I have to see what teams need to get the heck out. The Suns, we can get them out. The Clippers, we can get them boys out too.
I mean, the Warriors,
the Lakers.
The Warriors, you get them out in the Lakers. So you have all the old men, the 2010, the old men, get them out. So now Memphis come in, like you said. The Kings come in. And, hey, we might walk in there and say, but we were a couple games back. We had a little losing streak at the end of it hurt, but we were a couple games. We can walk in there too. And then the Spurs, y'all get some people. You want to trade for Trae Young? I don't know. Make a little. Nah, I don't know. But they get somebody, then they can introduce themselves as well. But
they need to trade D Book to New York, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a New York.
But I don't want to give up the Villanova 3. That's the 3 they wanted. The freaking 3, the Zion, Cam Reddish, and RJ Barrett. That 3 was terrible. That 3 was gonna do nothing.
No, they ain't gonna have
the Villanova 3.
That 3 you can have Julius Randle.
Hey, why would they take that? Why would they do that to themselves?
Find like Deuce McBride, and you can have some picks, and you can kick rocks and go build your franchise.
They would that Julius Randle replacing Devin Booker on the Suns is a nasty thing for a new coach.
You know what? You're guaranteed to suck. I can tell you that. So. Hey, you got a top pick. Nasty. Now it's time for you to draft.
They don't got no pick. Well, maybe they do. Well, no, the Knicks are gonna be better. So like they go get the Knicks pick, and the Knicks gonna be not as.
I mean, the Knicks can fail. I mean, the thing, that's the risk. But like,
that's nasty.
You're not gonna trade somebody in the West. Like who else? You ain't trading to the Thunder. Why? For them to beat you up?
No. I mean, you trade them to the you trade them to the East, but. I don't know. They have to trade probably like Josh Hart. They has to be a part of that. Or OG. I think OG is a free agent coming up, but they have to trade some. And Josh Hart, they need. Josh Hart.
No, he's a Nick. He needs to be a Nick.
He need to stay a Nick. They got that chemistry. And always every time they have interviews, it's like +5 chemistry on 2K. I always get these +5, +10 chemistries, and I'm just like, now 98% chemistry, team chemistry. But like you need to keep the Villanova 3, bro. We need to keep that going, bro. So I don't know. Devin Booker to the Knicks. That's like I remember when I wanted Damian Lillard to the Knicks, or I wanted like Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, but that don't hit no more.
Yeah, they
don't hit no more.
Yeah, no. Donovan Mitchell's not moving.
Devin Booker, I mean, he go in there, all he needs to do is score. I like that.
But they know there's nothing to trade for that. They're not giving Julius Randle. That's malpractice. The NBA need to freaking veto that just like they veto Chris Paul. That'd be crazy to see.
To give him why? They said like keep Julius Randle.
No, you get rid of Julius Randle if you're the Knicks.
Salary and whatever trade.
But
you talking about? I mean,
for the Suns' perspective, they're not going to do that. But go ahead.
A bunch of picks. I'm pretty sure the picks will like match in value, but
nah, I don't know. I don't know if they do that though. We getting lit in New York. I don't know if they do that. Then New York, that could be a finals team because as you see, the Celtics they had their moments, and then they had to have a couple more moments, and then they all cooked. So, hey, that is interesting. They have a bad moment.
Starting to leave.
Yes, they down 20.
5 minutes left. Damn, Tatum, I can't keep defending you, man. Hey, that dude was right. I said consistency and damn.
Yeah.
He's definitely inconsistency.
For every 40, for every 45-point game, every 50-point game.
Over seasons, man.
19 points on 6 of 19.
What he say? He said that's nasty, or that's I forgot what he said. I forgot what that comment said. That comment was funny though. I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny comment.
Yeah, Jesse. Told me.
I didn't expect people to come. Hey, they came at you. I'm sorry, bro. But as he looks that up, Lewis, we gotta talk about your series, the Thunder versus the Mavericks. That is, obviously coming up next. Y'all lost game 1, and I'm curious, just like
Donovan had 29 points.
Tatum he did play
25?
well. He did play well. Mitchell did play well. He had 16 in that third. So,
again, Tatum had 25.
They still could.
See, that's what I'm saying. All points aren't created equal, and his 25 is. I don't know where the fuck that came from. I'm not gonna lie. Really don't.
Free throws.
They just be having points. Like Embiid when he beat the Heat, those were some of the worst points I ever seen. I don't know how he got. I think he had like 20, either 23 or 29 or something like that. But terrible. Tatum, please let that clip age well for me. Please come back. The city, we need you.
They not go, bro. They not. Then they had that man
I don't.
dancing. We
I
need you. That man
definitely.
start dancing.
He's not my guy. Like I don't want to lash to him. I had somebody I lashed to that was actually good, like Butler.
Yeah, throw that in there. Hey, Lewis, how you feeling, bro? Dallas versus OKC. You lost by a decent amount, but like I said, it's game one. That happened against the Clippers, so I don't assume you're overreacting. But how you feeling, man? How you feeling about you?
I don't know. If Luka's not like 90 to 100%, we don't have a chance. Honestly, he's grimacing too much in my liking. So yeah, and yeah, it's literally health. That's really gonna kill us in series. That's the only thing.
Plot. That's and it is plot. As a part of the plot story, boy. So, like I said, they got these main character in trainings, and if y'all not living up to y'all in training, y'all failing the training course. Man, Anthony Edwards, he flying through it. He like, well, let me try. And then he flying like before this postseason, he wasn't even in his main character stuff in my mind. That's the crazy thing. I wasn't even thinking of him no main character. I think he's a really good player. But we were talking about it before the postseason started. Like, man, his plot can, like, we see what his plot's like. It's N/A. And then 2 and 3 weeks, this man main character in training, bro, like he jumped like that. I don't know. See, jumping fast, people going fast, of course, getting A+. So I'm just saying, hey, that is a part of your plot. And Shea can't be the main character though. Shea, I don't know. The free throw highlights is hilarious. For
yeah, bro. I hope the Thunder make it more entertaining this game because they just foul bait. Like every time they drive, they're looking to create contact, and who's our ref? That one ref, man. He need to lay off the whistle. Not Scott. It's somebody else. What's his name?
Tony Brothers.
Tony Brothers. Lay off the whistle. Swallow the whistle, bro. No Diddy, but for real. God, no,
I never seen nobody dragging the mud. Continue, go ahead.
Yeah, they just need to lay off the damn whistle. It's the playoffs. Like every other game, we watch the Timberwolves game. They be very physical upon the defense. You get to our game, it's the regular season all over again. That's my only concern.
Hey, when you go to Dallas, you'll get some more calls. I know Indiana was pissed because they didn't get calls, and they did like 78. They said they missed 78 calls.
Like, what the fuck?
But you go to Indiana, you'll get the calls. Like I said, I'm always pissed because in my game 7, I didn't get no calls. Against them Golden State, I got no calls. I was like, bro, I thought that's why I'm here in this game 7 for, so we get calls. That's what the point. Scott said, no. But the flow don't work like that. That's tough. But Indiana, y'all get calls. In Dallas, y'all should obviously, they blowing the whistle a lot for OKC. But that's Dallas, y'all be fine in Dallas. I think y'all get both games in Dallas.
I'll be more better. I don't know if Luka can really get shot up on some stuff that can really have his go out
that
there.
Patrick Mahomes shot. Get that
Patrick Mahomes shot. Went for the Super Bowl. If he can get that for this next season, I'll be more confident. But yeah, he can't get into his shots. He's shooting inefficient because he can't really bend his knees and his burst is not there.
Hey, if it's Timberwolves, I'm trying to get this Timberwolves versus Celtics freaking finals so I can get these narrative pushes going. Because John, that freaking comment that really get peeked out, and that video get peeked out more. Everything around that gets peeked out, and I can find out who the main character. But I'm really trying to figure this out. And if Anthony Edwards passes with flying colors, that's the quickest pass I've ever seen too.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I really hate it. It's gonna really rethink everyone's perspective on how fast somebody can turn over and lead a team to a finals. And I that's the only appearance. Thing. Yeah, I'm gonna hate that. That's gonna put pressure on Wemby, everyone else. It's like, oh, you're not too young.
Did year 3, boy. Come on, Wemby, you supposed to be generational.
Yeah,
you did year 3. Where you at?
Like Trevor Lawrence.
But it's like, no, you don't understand.
Or Justin Herbert.
There you go. Bring him up too.
Yeah, we got a basketball episode, guys.
But if Edwards does get him to the finals or win a championship, I mean, the only person that's been faster to this level of success is Magic Johnson. And he had Kareem, but then Kareem got hurt, and then he still got lit in that final. So I'm gonna give him his credit. But yo, like you wouldn't expect that from the Timberwolves. Timberwolves winning championships crazy. Remember the video? What's my man? A video Greg showed us where my man like these Timberwolves fans are willing to have this man kiss him.
Oh yeah,
like have lip to lip, tongue and everything with Anthony Edwards. I know Austin, you confused. I know, I feel it, but like they are willing to do anything with Anthony.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, they win the championship. We might get to the 18 plus. Like get back to that again.
No homo, but that's Asian well. So
yo, that's
because when I first heard it, I was like, that's crazy. But I'm gonna just stop talking.
But look, this is what I want to do. I just saw this Bleacher Report article, and it says predicting the next 5 MVPs. I want to see who they put because MVP is a big determining factor of being a main character. So I just saw this. This is me working. I'm telling you, I'm working my little topic game. So let me see. Share screen. We looking at predicting the next 5 NBA MVPs. Obviously, they show Jokic here because he just won it. Let me see who they think the 2026 MVP gonna be. So, I'm here. Let's look. Okay, so. He need to be one. Like he is one that's like he's a safe bet every year to just like get it, but he don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like we assume he get it. This is year, but he just doesn't get it. So, Luka Doncic.
Oh, he only 25.
Thanks,
Shake. He's younger than that, right? Oh, wait, he is 25. You're right.
Well,
he born in 99.
That young. I thought he was a little older.
Now Shea, he born in 98. So
Shea being
I don't think Shea. I don't see Shea getting Anthony Edwards.
I mean, this is the perfect thing. Like you being in it and then getting far in the playoffs. Yo, they got picked already. Damn, they got voters fatigue. They said Jokic not ain't gonna be top 5, right? Am I sure? They already said we might have voters fatigue next year.
They said he is. Yeah, Wembanyama. What Wembanyama gonna do?
He got to cap out at one point.
He got to get a player first.
Let's look at this: 21 points, 10 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 3.6 blocks, and 1.2 steals. So yeah, okay. That's outstanding. Okay.
You said Sengun is better?
No, but Sengun did cook that man. But every time I talk bad about it, every time I talk bad, something bad happened to me. So I'm gonna let Sengun just keep doing what he do on the court. I will tell you this, Mauricio, though, the 3.6 and 1.2 stand out because that's Olajuwon-esque. Because Olajuwon had a year with 4 blocks and 2 steals per game as a center, and that's like he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year that year, but that is literally insane to fathom. He had 4 blocks and 2 steals. I think we gave it to Rodman. But this is Pistons Rodman, but like he's not believing 4 blocks, 2 steals. It's insane. But he can do that. Obviously, 3.6 and 1.2, like. But he's so tall, so of course he's gonna get 4 blocks. Like he's
0 blocks next year. They just gonna stop shooting around him. That's what they're gonna start doing.
Because even him looking at you affects your shot.
Yes, I know. Y'all seen the highlights of players. It's a 2v1 and it's Wemby, and they're like instead of driving down, they're kicking it out or turning back, waiting for help.
He got kick out highlights. I have never heard of that.
Yeah, man, that's plot though. How y'all anything like bro? The fact y'all get them like bro, it could have been the Hornets, Trailblazers, me.
But like
they said, let's get to the Spurs. Like
looking back on it now, like there was no other team.
But like, why they make it so obvious that they rigged it? Why they make it so obvious they rigging this thing? Now?
There's no other team that deserved them.
Not that didn't deserve him. It's just there's no other team he really looks good in a jersey in.
Damn. Well, of course, Mr. Bias. Of course, Mr.
them rocket edits, they look kind of good. I ain't gonna lie.
But not F him now because that boy take too many shots. Anthony Edwards, 22. When was Anthony Edwards born? What's 22? What is that? 2001? 2002?
2002.
Anything with an hand is crazy.
2002 crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Anything starting with a 2 is crazy.
This man getting to this point and he's a 2002 person. That's insane, bro. You need to be older, bro. Be 98, 97. Was he what in the last 2 posts he's averaged 32, 6, 5, 3 threes and 2 steals. This is good. This is good. This is a good job. This is really good. Good for him. Main character in his training, huh? He a part of the club now. Shea, Mr. 31 a game. He loves that 31. 30 and 6. Hey, look, a lot of the Thunder fans, like they're like fanboys. You know how like they fanboy Anthony Edwards. There's a lot of people like there's a guy who literally has like a Shea wallpaper of him with just like a shirt off and everything, and like one of those the model poses. And they were like, bro, what if your dad look at your phone, bro? Like, what you gonna tell him, bro? Like, I don't know. Man, he loves some Shea, bro. He love him some Shea. I feel it, bro. Love Shea. And yeah, your guy right here, man. The people starting to cook him a little bit in this postseason. I'm not gonna lie to you. They starting to cook. They saying he the white James Harden. They starting to do, but I'm not gonna say that because Doncic he is better. He don't shrink in the postseason. He does have good game 6s and 7s. But if injury plot is his thing, then it's plot nonetheless. It's nonetheless. I can't give it to you. But Anthony Edwards, bro, I'm excited. Game 3 is tomorrow. Nuggets, Timberwolves. I don't know. They took so long. Give them 3 days rest. I don't know why.
I don't know what Denver going to. Yeah, y'all.
Bro, they did that on purpose, bro. They're going to come back and take both them games. And now
not the Clippers plot. The 2021 Clippers plot.
Bro, if they pull that. I ain't gonna lie. If they win those 2 games, they won a series. I'm already giving it to them, bro. Because it's.
That means, look, but if they do that, that means I got to take away all my hype. All my Anthony Edwards hype go away. And now we gotta do the Jokic. Like, no, you can't do that to me, bro. We gotta finish this one.
You thought it was gonna be a different movie. Nope, it's gonna be the same old song.
Bro, Jokic can't be the main character, bro. Jokic too. He got that. I know he got that Despicable. Was it Despicable Me? That's the little thing. He got that commercial. He got that, but he don't. He ain't got the for. He just like horses. He don't even like his MVPs. I need someone to be crying for his MVPs. I need a story. I need someone to root for. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards. You gotta be the guy, bro. Like, it's either you or Jason Tatum.
They're gonna bash the next MVP we get. They're gonna bash Jokic. They're like, at least this MVP cares about his trophy. They're gonna watch. I'm already saying it. They already gonna do it.
Hey, the last American MVP, James Harden, man.
Dang.
That's true.
A lot about us.
It is something significant. Like, you don't know where it's at. Like, man, come on,
bro. We need another American MVP, bro. I was in college when I told you I was sophomore in college. The last American MVP.
Yeah, man,
I need it.
Embrace international. Embrace the international.
Hey, look, I'm ready. Look, out of all these guys, like I told you, this is the postseason where I'm figuring out. Victor, you could also be a main character. You just naturally gonna get pushed. They got the Alien commercial. They naturally gonna push you to be one of the main characters, right? But in this postseason, I feel like I'm gonna figure out who is the guy. Jason Tatum. This is even though you just lost today by a lot, you still have it. Like the mantle is in. Like you have it. Like your team deep enough where we can build narratives for you still. Even if you don't play the best, you'll still win Finals MVP. Like we can still do that for you, unless like Derek White goes crazy. So we need you to, you know what I'm saying? If you the main character, take it. This is your shot. Because if you don't take it now, you ain't taking it all, bro. If you ain't taking it now, you ain't taking it all. It can't be the Nuggets versus the Celtics, bro, because no one taking it, bro. I need Timberwolves, bro. Let's get it. Hey, thank you guys for joining the podcast. It was really fun to talk about all this stuff. The playoffs is getting lit. Hey, Lewis. Oh, I see your baby's there right behind you. She coming in. She gonna say hi too. But hey, your game's coming up next, so hopefully for your sake you get less stress, because I know the Thunder gonna make you. Yeah. I don't miss the playoffs, but the stress you get in it, crazy, man.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
This new age basketball.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, Jesse. Yeah, bro. I'm getting stressed, but ain't nothing like what my other team be putting me through, especially the playoffs. That stress, that during the season, like the Cowboys, man, I'm fine. You can, or what the Rangers do, well, baseball in general. That stress. Nothing compares.
Hey, but like, hey, I'm out of that too, because them boys they not playing well. So yeah, we not doing it. But
Jesse, did you touch on the topic with Austin Rivers? We're gonna say that for another time.
I mean, hey, we if you want, we can. I ain't tripping. If you want to jump into it, we can talk. We can talk about it.
I was just curious what y'all think, because you know it had me heated, but
I know, but he. But at the same time, I do. When they say like, because he was like NFL players. Oh, you tell me what he said. So I don't misquote it. Tell me what he said.
Well, I mean, I saw somebody else talking about it, so I can't. I don't know the direct quotes, but
I
it
think
was
some
just
NFL
along
players
the
can
lines.
play
He could
well.
take 30
let
NFL
me pull
players,
it up.
and all they do is run north and south, something like that. He pretty much saying you don't take any skills to be an NFL player. That's pretty much.
That's what he said.
So I mean, they both go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead,
I
Lewis.
thought he was just saying like I could just take 30. It's easier for like NBA players to play in the NFL than it's in the NFL to play in the NBA.
I do agree with that.
Yeah,
because the fact like if you put NFL players in NBA, they're like 6'3", 6'4", like they can only be point guards, and they're just gonna not be. It's gonna be tough. And then and 30 NBA players, just don't put them at quarterback. Just put them at like receiver, tight end, like just jump over people. Like obviously, it's more deeper than that, but it's deeper than that. But it's more likely.
Run a slant. Let's see KD run a slant.
No, look, and they gonna struggle because they can't take their hits.
This is how we can do it. Let's put it like this.
Try to guard AD or something.
Let's say make a basketball player go in the Oklahoma drill with Ray Lewis, or
damn, why you put Ray Lewis?
He put the highest.
You already put him on level.
1v1 with Jordan.
What?
Which one would you rather do? 1v1 Jordan or get in the Oklahoma drill with Ray Lewis?
I mean, obviously, yeah, the pain you gonna feel is gonna be more in football, but I mean, I'm just saying
which one they choosing?
They gonna choose. Obviously, they gonna do the one that's less painful because the Oklahoma drill you're gonna put them through absolute pain. But it's just like what's gonna look more ridiculous? They're just like what's more ridiculous to look at, like a 6'3" person trying to guard.
Getting flipped on your head, that's gonna be more ridiculous. Because Ray Lewis, like he flipping you. Not only is he flipping you on your head, like you probably won't walk when he get through.
No,
so who
I'm gonna just stay down. I'm not even gonna get up.
But who do both? Who's the best NBA player right now? Is it Jokic or Giannis? Say Jokic, right? I know Jokic would be terrible.
Ant is the only player really
because Jokic would be terrible. So put somebody.
Jokic. He the best. He just won the MVP.
That man not gonna look good.
But he ain't playing.
Okay, but get
he just won the MVP.
That boy's a long snapper.
Get an NFL player. What's an NFL player you can put in the NBA and not look ridiculous in the NBA? Like not get cooked every possession.
Not get cooked.
Maybe and also be able to
like
NFL to NBA. NFL to NBA. NFL to NBA.
Jalen Ramsey in there. I mean,
like
Miles Garrett. I put Miles Garrett in there.
Don't put Michael.
Michael Parsons
he went off in the celebrity game.
Don't put Michael.
That's for Michael Parsons.
You see him with that sumo wrestling?
CJ was
crazy.
You know what too bad.
But it's gotta be a quarterback because they're the tall ones.
Even Patrick Mahomes is kind of cooking.
Yeah, those quarterbacks they can hoop. They can hoop. The quarterbacks can hoop. They're actually like former hoopers.
Yeah, CJ is a former.
I would have to actually go through and see who actually played in college. There's a lot of college players.
There are basketball players that they're like Tony Gonzalez and Gonzalez and was it Antonio Gates
from the Chargers?
Antonio Gates. They were NBA players. So I'm saying like you can get basketball players and put them at tight end and they Hall of Famers. Now obviously they're not NBA players. They were college players, but I can see that more than I could see an NBA or NFL player going to the NBA and being.
You think somebody who could
play
tight end and be a Hall of Famer?
Huh?
You said an NBA player could be put in?
I'm saying a basketball player.
Yeah, who?
Either college.
Who could be a Hall of Fame tight end?
I don't know about no NBA player. I know the college, like Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, were college basketball players and translated to the NFL. So I'm saying
I wouldn't say it translated. It just seemed like they were two-way players. Like they just played both sports.
Okay.
I don't know. There'd be people that be picking up the game. They'd be like,
just like
my first touch of football when I was in college, and now I'm in the NFL.
I got to see when they started.
People be athletic like that. But I think he's implying like basketball are probably like some of the best athletes on the planet. Can agree there. I mean, don't sleep on soccer players. I think they're very athletic. They can translate as well. Only people that I think baseball players are very athletic as well. I think like Judge, he's tall enough, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mike
like,
Trout.
Trout, they can come play. They can definitely come catch it. They ain't gonna move nobody, but you know, they can.
I think that's like some baseball players.
It's just like
it's not like most NBA.
Yeah, it's not like a overwhelmingly amount. But like
how would LeBron do? How would LeBron do in the NFL? Not now, but like in his prime. How would he do in the NFL?
Oh
no, he'd be a hell of a tight end.
Yeah, definitely.
Shannon Sharp 2.0,
bro. He'll be too clunky. I don't think so.
Blocking, catching.
He's strong.
No.
He's strong as
His
hell.
His high school highlights pretty.
That's why he'll succeed. He's strong.
Hey, you throw it up to him, boy. That man vertical 45, 46. Boy, ain't no 5'10" corner stopping
I
us.
don't know. 'Cause prime him in 2010 football.
But that's when they was hitting.
He hit his knees though.
They were
You got
killing
Ryan Clark come and concuss himself by hitting you.
If he had to get carried out,
people in the NFL, bro, who will literally die for the sport, bro.
Imagine what he do. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
No, you can't.
Nah, but hey, they both gonna struggle for different reasons, bro.
Cramps do.
Old dude from the Bengals that kept getting suspended off hitting Antonio Brown.
Montez Burfict.
Bro.
Antonio Brown, boy.
Kept getting suspended.
Even the dude from the Texans, the crazy dude, the 56.
Cushing?
Yeah.
Cushing? Oh yeah. That dude.
Crazy dude.
He used to hit it. Didn't he used to bang his head on the locker before game?
He was like,
da. Yeah.
He master.
And NBA players going to the NFL. NBA players can't go to the NFL because they too soft, and NFL players go to the NBA because they too small, and that's just kind of the
and clunky.
Yes, that's just gonna be the one's too soft, one's too small, and they were cooking Austin Rivers, but I mean, like I wouldn't.
Just harder, like
he sure ain't no. He sure ain't
in basketball. I mean, in football,
barely.
I just didn't like the whole North and South. Like it's way more technical.
I know it's definitely way more technical.
If anything in basketball, all you do is put the ball in the hoop. If you want to narrow something down, you just run it, put the ball in the hoop. That's why
play Timberwolves, boy. Play Timberwolves, they just put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, just put and tall. You said they too short, so be tall and put the ball in the hoop. That's your objective. That's it.
You play Timberwolves, boy. You put the ball.
And that's why one of the best players ever.
So easy.
That's why the MVP. They say he ain't no bad. All he is what did James Harden say he was?
Oh, you talking about Giannis?
Bagless.
Exactly. And he was at the top of the game. Just saying.
Hey, man,
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't want to get talk about him.
Yeah.
Your whole spine go out. But
I wouldn't want to be talking about.
Be a hell of a hybrid. You could be an edge or a Sam coming out like.
Yeah, put him on the line, damn near.
Right. So that definitely is an interesting take. I mean, well, before we go, just I guess, what is your like? Are you picking easier translate NFL to NBA or NBA to NFL? Like, what's more? We'll just like make it official, so we know how to.
I'm picking the NBA to NFL.
Yeah, I'll pick that.
I think if you looking from like a skill perspective, I do think like it takes more like time to hone in on your skills as a basketball player. It's because either you got it or you don't. But at the same time,
to make it as a basketball player.
In football, like you need more of a brain in football, and that's why in football you don't see former head coaches as NFL players. I mean, you don't see former NFL players as head coaches because you actually
unless
have
they were bad.
Think.
I only see one position translate to head coach and be successful at it. Linebacker.
In basketball, you be having all these former NBA players. It's because you don't really got to think. Look at Steve Nash.
You a former linebacker?
He was just gonna get Kyrie and KD, and thought he was gonna win the championship.
They were supposed to, but them injuries destroyed them completely. Kyrie and Harden,
you got like 10 games together.
No coaching, just hey, look, you cold, go hoop.
Lazy front office.
Didn't even take his foot off the line.
Who you picking, bro? Risa, who you picking?
I think I'll probably do NBA to NFL as well.
Gotcha. And Austin, he in different dimension right now, but I assume he'll pick I assume he pick NBA as well. Austin, are you there?
Yeah, I just
okay. No, good timing too.
Great
so who
you pick? Jesse, who you pick? Gotta like.
No, I didn't know if he was gone, but so. Did you hear the conversation we were having? Like what we were talking about?
I heard y'all talk about the transition NBA
to NFL. So what do you think would be easier for an NBA player to be in the NFL to go to the NFL or an NFL player to go to the NBA? Like what would look less ridiculous?
Ridiculous.
I think the NBA. I think the NBA to NFL. I think because like in the NFL player trying to come into the NBA, it's a lot of because you can't. I don't know. I would go NBA to NFL because like because you got it like you're going up and down the court in transition. You got pick
there's
and roll.
no rest. Well, there is rest, but like
You got
there is less.
dribble, pass, shoot.
Unless you're a corner.
Like
no rest.
it's a different. Yeah, it's a different kind of adjustment. I think NBA both of them would be difficult, but I would.
Yeah, both of them be ridiculous. What happened?
I think it would be easier to go from NBA to NFL, but
the Luka
is it sustainable?
He face planted.
Luka
face planted. They tripped him up and he face planted.
Shit! Right. Yeah.
See, you got to do that in the NFL. Like,
don't you got something to protect your face? That's funny. I didn't even see that, but I didn't even see it. But I definitely wait. Can somebody show me this? I'm just curious. If anybody has a camera that can adjust, I don't think anyone does. I feel like everybody's camera's
I would have to face.
Wait, I could share my screen for like 2 seconds.
Damn, his tooth is.
Oh, it's really bad.
And he just hit
that's how you do that. Oh God! I'm surprised his nose is not a snout.
Then they beating the break off Luka. Luka got all these injuries coming up now. You gotta go to the dentist too. Tough.
I don't know, but I put his under, so I don't. You know what I'm saying?
They got.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the wrong game to put it under. Like he good for like improving on a bad game.
Yeah, I see that now. They leaving him wide open to hit threes. That's stupid. But it is what it is.
Keep doing it. I don't care.
Mate, y'all, thank you for
PJ Washington, bro. Just get him out the game.
Thank y'all for watching the podcast. Hey, we gonna do more of these next week. Hey, we may even do a couple. Hey, look, we'll see. We might have emergency pause because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know if the Nuggets get swept. You might have another podcast come out here. If the Mavericks, if something happens with the Mavericks, you might do another. But like we could be on the clock here. You know what I'm saying? So, stay tuned for that. And make sure to like this video. Make sure to follow if you're on Twitch, like if you're on Facebook. We're going to bring more content for you guys. Also, check out Lewis's channel, Lewis Takes. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, he got all the updates with the Mavericks. Also, if you're a Cowboys fan, he's definitely going to talk about his Cowboys. Hey, it's road to 1,000, so trying to get there. Help us out. We'll catch you guys on the next video, and we out of here. Peace.
Peace out.